Oh, hey, neighbor, what brings you by? I thought you had that thing that you've been talking about all week. You thought it was going to be too hard, so you didn't even try. Have a seat. Lucky for you, Mr. Norseman's an expert on this topic. The ancient skalds used to spin the tale of Hrafnar Fregothi saga. They passed it on to our ancestors. Now I'm going to pass it on to you. In it, they said that the reason young men get nowhere is that they overestimate the obstacles every time. More often than not, things aren't as difficult as they seem. It could be just in your head. Fear, doubt, anxiety, they can play mind games with us. You know, Mr. Norseman was at the gym yesterday with his oldest boy. I think he's been going through what you're going through. He's been getting frustrated he isn't making much progress. He's grown up his whole life in my shadow, but he didn't observe the lesson I was teaching him. Some wisdom is funny like that. Life is a lot like the gym, you know. Trial and error. Many have trouble accepting failure. They often lie to themselves about it, explain it away. But no, every day when I'm in the gym, I'm literally trying to reach failure. And at that failure line, magic happens. In nearly all aspects of our life, when we reach that magic failure line, we give up. But what if I told you that was in your head? What if I told you that magic line was the line of discomfort? And you can go far beyond that. The heroes from the sagas and many other mythic tales demonstrate this. Remember that favorite movie of yours? When the chips are down, the hero digs deep and saves the day? That's the same skill, the same line. Anyway, I sat my boy down on one of the machines and I demonstrated. When he thought he reached failure, I encouraged him to do one more. And then another, and another, and finally another. You know, people often diminish those that go to the gym regularly like myself. But we're in there practicing life lessons too. Soon, things get easier. You keep pushing beyond that line and it gets comfortable again. Eventually, you're going to turn around and look back and see how much progress you made. In the Army, we called it embracing the suck. And I think what you encountered was that line of comfortable versus uncomfortable was right at the front door. I think you should get back there and push through it. Just give it a little try beyond that. It'll get you a lot further in many other things, not just the gym. But what do I know? I'm just an old meathead. Failure isn't truly failure until you give up. Failure just means you get to try again. Discouragement's gonna happen. I face it every day. But I try not to let fear or self-doubt talk me out of it. It's a lot easier to sleep at night knowing that you at least tried. More often than not, I find accomplishment, hope, and dreams are on the other side of that line. All those heroes that you look up to in the saga and comic books, same thing. Our ancestors never would have explored the world if they talked themselves out of it. They didn't even have maps yet. Imagine how scary that was. Nope, trying and succeeding is a skill. You're young and just starting out. Keep trying. If you don't like it, that's fine, but at least you tried. I'll make you a deal. I'm gonna try tomorrow if you try tomorrow. What's the worst that could happen? We fail? Tomorrow's another day, young man. To failure.